I'm just a bill, yes I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. World is a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long, long wait while I'm sitting in committee, but I know I'll be alone. Yeah, we have to I hope and pray that I'll but today I'm with you.
Good morning, this is Bill Scher on the Liberal Oasis radio show, WHMP, News, Information, and the Arts. Hope you had a fantastic 4th of July. Savoring what is left of American democracy, but we should be able to pick up the shards and put it back together sometime soon. This week was notable to me, and it was the first time we've seen great disarray on the right throughout the year. We have seen much more unity on the left. Some of that unity was starting to weaken this week. And it's worth doing a little gut check and understanding what is underlying here. There has been a number of stories that Barack Obama is moving rightward now that he has won the primary. He's trying to win swing voters and doing a sort of traditional shifting, which would be not necessarily comment upon too much, if not for the fact that Obama is considered someone who is of a new politics that doesn't do those kinds of hackneyed things. I think there are some aspects here that are inaccurate. Most significantly, there is nothing that Obama has come out on in the past week that is a change in position, with the possible exception of the vote on FISA, warrantless wiretapping and telecom immunity, and that is the one where he is voting for what he would say is a compromise that he does not fully agree with. So it's not quite a change of position, but still may not be a vote that you and I would like. But it's a shift, I think, to where he might have been seen as a more reliable vote against it before. But all these other matters that have come up, where it is NAFTA, faith-based initiatives, views on the death penalty, Second Amendment, there's no change. They may not necessarily be liberal positions. You may not necessarily like them, and if any of those things were a red line issue for you, that you could not stomach a vote for that person because you think that position is so fundamental to the success of America, I can understand you not voting for that person. I have my own red lines. But to say that he changed on faith-based initiatives when he articulates support for faith-based initiatives in his book, Audacity of Hope, when he comes out for the death penalty in the case of child rape, when he explicitly does the same in Audacity of Hope, when he previously said he believes that gun laws should be tailored to states and localities, and praises the Supreme Court decision because he claims it would do just that. Not a change. NAFTA, he's always been for reforming NAFTA, not repealing NAFTA. I think there's been some tonal shifts in his talking about the issue, but the position remains the same. He wants to reform the agreement, renegotiate it, so it would include labor and environmental protections. It is what it is. So you can like that or not like that, but it's not a change. It is not an abrogation of his principles. And therefore, it doesn't require this is my bottom line here. If you want to not vote for him on certain positions, that is your right. If you want to continue to support him but feel free to criticize him in hopes of pushing him in a better direction in the future, I think that is also your right. The one thing that troubles me is helping to abet a false narrative that undermines him fundamentally and unfairly. To argue that he is junking principles for political expediency, I just think is false. And it's not helpful because the media is dying to come up with phony narratives. The right is trying to gin up false narratives. What's ultimately dangerous is if we help foster a false narrative. So I would just be careful about that. Most importantly, and that's just about Obama's political viability going forward. More importantly, it's important for us to recognize that both Obama and McCain need to, in order to win, move left. McCain now has tried to scale back his 100 years comment to say, well, if I'm president by January 2013, America will have welcomed home most of the servicemen and women who have sacrificed terribly. He changed his slogan to highlight peace. He released a TV ad where he pronounced, "I hate war." You go to his website, it is covered with support for green energy. He even attacks Obama for supporting the Bush-Cheney energy bill, to say he's more liberal on energy than Obama. He's flipped on immigration. He disavowed his own bill to appease anti-immigrant conservatives in the primary, and now he goes to Latino organizations, says that his bill is his top priority yesterday, today, and tomorrow. At the same time, Obama, after the primary, on the big issues, role of government, direction of foreign policy, he has reiterated support for public investment, modernizing infrastructure, renewable energy, education. He continues to be for a gradual withdrawal from Iraq within a 16-month time frame. And he continues to challenge McCain on the value of diplomacy with our adversaries. He is maintaining that after the primary. While McCain, I should in fairness to McCain, he is doing a schizophrenic thing where he is moving left and moving right at the same time. Because he has an untenable job. He has to appease the conservative base and the moderate swing, and there is no overlap. Because the political center of the country has moved left. That is what's fundamental here. So whoever wins, it should be recognized where the mandate lies. And if we inadvertently make the argument that one has to lean right to win, we are hurting ourselves not just for an individual candidate, but what will happen on these issues in 2009 and beyond. When we come back, we're going to talk to Scott Lemieux, blogger for Lawyers, Guns, and Money and the American Prospect, the liberal maven of Supreme Court analysis. He will give us the wrap-up of the Supreme Court term. Don't forget, every Tuesday, 5 p.m., Knitting Liberally at the Yellow Sofa in downtown Northampton, followed by Drinking Liberally, 6:30 p.m., at the Northampton Brewery. All are always welcome. This is the Liberal Oasis Radio Show. I'm Bill Scher, WHMP, News, Information, and the Arts. Back after this break with Scott Lemieux on the Supreme Court.